question, Dustin.
Hey, Jordan. Wanted to ask you just about how Race Thompson has been a mentor. You plays your position, and obviously trying to learn a lot from him. You've been like as a mentor, some things that you've learned from him this season.
Race taught me like a lot of things about basketball, even like for basketball. When I'm saying that, I mean like he's really good at like telling me how to move, you know what I mean? Because like something like that was something that I didn't really have in my bag, how to move and like how to read the defense and knowing where to be. That's something that I say he helped me on. But also like non-basketball wise, he's told me how to like control like my emotions. You know what I mean? He taught me how to control my game and just be poised. You know what I mean? So that also helped a lot because in the beginning like that was something I kind of struggled with. So yeah.
Keegan.
Hey, Jordan, thanks for the time. Just want to check in, 5-game losing streak, you break it last night against Maryland. What was kind of the attitude like in the locker room? Was there kind of a collective breath of fresh air, deep breath, or kind of the same old business?
Yeah, for sure. We did have a sigh of relief at the end. Everybody was, happy we finally broke the winning streak, but it was kind of short-lived because now we know we have to, keep going and, get ready for the next game, which is Minnesota. So, yeah.
Mike Schumann.
Hey, Jordan, I know you're just a freshman eligibility wise, but, so I don't know how much you're focused on playing time right now, but when you think about it, like what are you focused on to help you see the floor more? What's the staff's message to you that you should focus on to help see the floor more?
Well, one thing Coach Fife always tells me before the game is when we're stretching, he always tells me to do Geronimo things, which is rebound, play defense, shoot open shot if it's there. Always to catch the ball with the seams when I shoot, and that's really all I've been doing. I mean, playing time. I'm not really worried about playing time because I know that if I just do what I can, control that to the best of my ability, I know I'm gonna see the floor. So I'm just trying to be consistent with that.
Tom Brew.
Jordan, most of your time when you come in is for race and that 4 spot and that, but what is it that with your game that you need to work on either during the season or the summer to be more of a perimeter player as well in the future?
All I need to really work on, what I'm focusing on working on is probably I would say just more ball handling because that never seems to not help. You know what I mean? More ball handling and really just the IQ aspect of it, just learning how to move like a guard. Because I remember when he played for Northwestern, he was shorthanded and I was at the 3. I kind of found it pretty difficult to maneuver off ball, and because as a guard, I couldn't be in the paint with 2 bigs in there, so it kind of caused a lot of confusion. But I just had to learn just get the mentality right to play as a guard. So that's really got to work on that, and that comes from watching film and studying our plays, the 3-man plays and stuff. But other than that, I would say ball handling, just probably working on a mid-range pull-up, which is something that I've been working on a lot. So yeah.
What about footwork defensively in that too? Is that different out there?
For sure. I mean, all my life I've been guarding 1 through 5, so I feel my footwork is is good, but it doesn't help to work on that as well. Work on my footing and make sure I get it right. So,
Tyler.
Hey, Jordan, I hope you're doing well. As far as Race Thompson's toughness, is there anything in a practice or a time in a weight room that you can remember that just kind of speaks to his overall toughness?
I wouldn't say a certain time, but every time we're in practice and I guess a play happens, we were live and someone gets hurt, or Race gets hurt, he never takes the time to sit out. He never he can get hit in the head and he'll come back in, regardless of coach saying hey, you sit out or take a lap. You know what I mean? He's always saying, nah, I'm good, coach, let's go. You know what I mean? He's always ready to compete regardless of how he's feeling. So and me watching that as I guess as a underclassman is really inspiring, and it encourages me to do the same. Just keep fighting, regardless of the situation. So,
Jeff Rabjohns.
Hey man, thanks for your time. I'm curious a player's view of being on the bubble, bracketology, that kind of stuff. First of all, do you guys as players, Do you pay any attention to it? Do you try to ignore it, but occasionally glance at it? And what's the feeling like? Is it concerning, or is it like, hey, we got an opportunity? So just what are those two things like from a player's view?
Me personally, like, I don't worry about that kind of stuff. I mean, like, you know, the whistle blows, I'm over there to compete, play basketball, whatever. Of course, you know, I see certain posts on, you know, the social media, stuff like that, but I don't really pay much mind to it, if I'm being honest. I just play hard every time I get a chance. So.
And what's Coach Woodson's message been as far as NCAA tournament chances? And Leo was saying he basically laid out, hey, here's the path. Just kind of how did you guys as players respond to that?
Mm-hmm. I mean, Coach Woodson, like, you know, like Anthony said, he just gave us, like, you know, a guide to follow, say, hey, like, we got to get these wins, got to play hard, and like, we're all just locked in. You know what I mean? We're all just trying to prove our chances to make the tournament, and it is possible. So we haven't, you know, hung our heads or anything like that. You know, we're ready to go get what we want. So, yeah.
Kevin.
Yeah, Sunday's going to be the third game in a week, and obviously you guys stepped up a little bit with some guys in foul trouble yesterday. But just how big is the second unit going to be for Sunday, given, you know, potential for fatigue, and also just even going forward in March, where you guys, you know, might be playing a lot of tournament games, back-to-back games? How important is it going to be for you and some of the other guys to stay ready?
It's really important. Coach stresses that we get treatment, you know, after every practice. It's important for us to get treatment to keep our bodies healthy and keep our minds right. It's really important for us to just stay you know, stay healthy. So like that's what everybody's doing. Like as we speak right now, practice just ended. You know, like I know a couple of people who's probably getting in the steam room and then straight to the cold tank and getting all kinds of treatment to keep their bodies, you know, loose and ready for next couple of games, because these next couple of games are really important. So yeah.
Okay, we'll go Mike Pegram, and then we'll finish with Mike Schumann.
Hey, Jordan, when you as a bench, do you look at bench points versus the opposition after games? Do you kind of measure yourselves versus the other Big Ten teams in terms of what you guys are providing off the bench?
I guess as a player, in a player's point of view, like me, like I don't, but I know the coaches look into that kind of stuff like a lot. You know what I mean? They like they're really stat heavy, and they really like, you know, look into depth about like those kind of stuff. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Mike Schumann, then Tom Brew.
I think Tom wants to ask my question, so go ahead, Tom.
I wouldn't mean to see it, Mike. Okay, Jordan. So we got to find out from you how that shot went in last night. Just kind of talk me through the play a little bit. And have you ever seen or anything done like that ever before?
When I've never done anything like that before, but I don't know. I mean, the ball went up. What people like don't really realize, like it was like when like they boxed me out, like I still have like a lot of advantage because like I can really reach and just grab the ball like over. And so like the ball was at a point where like I can still grab it and the guy was still boxing me out. And so like I couldn't really grab it, so I just smacked it. And then it went off the floor, and then I saw the arc and I was like, that might be good. And then just dropped in, and I said, oh, I'll take my 2 points. Oh well. So back on defense. So
Okay, Schumann, you got a follow-up?
Yeah, I guess just how much does that personify what you called a Geronimo play? I mean, I've seen you several times this year just create chaos on free throw rebounds. I mean, is that what you're trying to do? Just do anything you can to get the ball loose like that?
For sure. Like that's the reason I smacked the ball, because I know like if I can't fully grab it, I'm gonna just try to create opportunity. I could, you know what I mean? Which is regardless of how that happened. In that case, it's just smacking off the floor. You know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna try my best to create for my teammates and myself. So.
All right, guys, we counted it up, and he's got